Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back to my stone block world. We're off to some very exciting steps now. We've reached automation. We've got a decent food source. I definitely want to explore more of the chickens. My chicken's up there. He's wandered off. But last video, we set up this smeltery. Well, almost fully set it up. There's just a couple last steps we do have to take. So let's see about getting this set up fully right here, right now. Okay, on this side, I think we'll have these guys set up. And on this side, we'll have these. Okay, now this should be good. I've finished building this all the way up to the roof. We've got a couple extra blocks, which I'm sure will be useful. I added some windows onto the side just because I thought, why not? And now let's see about fueling it up. We need a crucible. Let me just go ahead and see if I can make a new one that we can have set up over there so I don't have to keep, running. We want one of these, for which we need porcelain clay, which is bone meal and clay. Okay. We can get there. Got a couple pieces of clay here. Got a couple pieces of bone meal. How were we getting bone meal? Could not tell you. I know, we were getting bones. That's what we were doing. And we have enough bones that I can do this and not feel too bad about it. Okay, perfect. I don't know how many I need. I didn't count. But this should probably be enough. Yes. I do remember how that goes. And let's cook this little guy up. Now this will give us a lava generation. We're just copying exactly this, except instead of a one of these energy sources, I'm just gonna put a torch there. We don't need it to be working that quickly. But then we should be able to essentially get unlimited lava, which is very, very cool and awesome. Now, if I remember correctly, we do this. And let's see. Will this work? Yes, it just takes a second, and that's fine. Because we're not going to be in a rush all the time. Right now we're in a rush, but usually we wouldn't be. So I'm not too worried about it. Because usually this will just be full, and we only have to refill it every once in a while. So for now, I have no issues walking back and forth, but hi, welcome. I hope you're doing wonderfully. I was just kind of jumping into it without really explaining anything. So hopefully you've seen the other videos. If not, definitely go check them out. We've come a long way. But this is my one block world. Nope, that's a different video. This is my stone block world, where I was started in this very cave. It was a little bit smaller, and everything you see around me is, well, cave-like. And I just exist. And everything we kind of have built from the stone around us. So how we get most of our materials is through this little guy. This is doing it manually, this is automatically doing it for me, but I put stuff in here like cobblestone or gravel and sand and dirt, all of that, and it gives us materials. And when I say materials, I do mean stuff like lead ore pieces or iron ore or coal, emeralds, diamonds, and stuff like that. So that's what we've been working on. See, still not enough, and that's fine. Maybe I figure out how difficult it was to make this heating source, but like I said, right now we just need to fill it up once, and then we'll be so very good. And then this can just slowly be doing its work. Because we're not in a rush usually, and usually once this has been filled, because we are filling 3 whole tanks, it doesn't actually need to be refilled that often. But what I was really interested about with this is see if it can smelt straight from these little pieces, or if we still have to craft them into clusters. Because before this very video, anytime we wanted to smelt any of our materials, we had to turn our pieces into clusters, and then we could smelt the clusters. But I simply do not know if we can also immediately smelt pieces. So that's what I'm very excited to figure out today. Got a couple more materials in here. Let's see if I can clean all of this up. What are you? Silver. I didn't use stack. Copper is... Okay, we'll have to melt down some of our copper. I suppose we can start with that one. That's probably a good idea. Okay. Last couple materials. Let's clean up a little bit of my inventory because we're a little bit of a mess. But nothing crazy, thankfully. Now we have a lot of materials already because we've been smelting. But let's experiment with our copper. Now, usually we craft this as such, and then we smelt these little pieces or chunks. But can we smelt just this? No. Okay. Good to know. Probably should have only put a couple in there and not a whole 36, but that's fine. So now what we have to do is we simply do it like this. Like this. Okay, now before I start smelting down this copper, what I'm instead gonna grab is some gold. Because I've made this mistake before. I've made this mistake multiple times before, so today it's not gonna be a mistake. I'm gonna be ahead of the trend, and it's gonna be awesome. Because what I'm trying to make... Okay, hold on. Visual explanation if you're not, you know, informed of what this whole mod pack is. We smelt stuff in this awesome little furnace, and over here we can melt them down into full-sized blocks. So that's 9 bars of, like, iron into 1 block, as you all know. Over here, we can melt them into custom shapes to make our tools over here. See, we need these little pieces. We can melt them into those, or we can melt them into bars. But to make a bar, we need shape. For any of these, we need a little shape. So let's not get too confused right now and actually start making all of this. Let's instead do what I was going to do, which is make a stencil. Nope, that's not what they're called. This is a cast, maybe. Which is why I said we're gonna have to use something other than copper first. We're gonna use gold. That's usually the preferred one. Can't see what I'm looking for. There it is. Ingot. So like I said, we want to make it from gold because that one usually works. Not every metal ever works, which is why it's easier for me to just automatically use gold. But what are we going to use as the cast? Okay, let me see. We had an extra one of these, which would be simple enough. We might as well. Okay. Preferably I have 3. How do we feel about the stonium or whatever that I saw in my chest? Steel. Still steel. Crude steel. Steel apparently is looking a lot like stonium to me right now. We could just use an iron ingot. We've got plenty of iron to spare. Steel. Tin. I feel like it's everything but stone. Which is fine. It's gotta cost us something, I suppose, to do all this. Oh, those are fun. I like those. I've never seen those before. Okay, you know what? I guess I'll do 1 in iron. It's fine, I had an extra one. And then we go over here and we grab our gold. Now we're gonna have to farm for some more gold, and that's gonna be fine. This guy. Nope, you're cobblestone. Okay, and I guess we start by throwing some of our gold in. We don't have a lot of gold, so this smelts it. Let me see how we can get more gold. So our gold stores are looking low. We're looking for gold chunks. Pieces. Oh, okay. Then I guess we'll look for gold. We'll look for chunks, we'll look for gold pieces, sand, preferably sand. Anything with a diamond sieve? Okay, still sand. Gonna have to do some sanding. Okay, that's fine. I can work with that. That's fine. Now, you should all know the drill by now. We make ourselves some compressed cobble. Okay. I've learned my lesson. I'm not going to be doing the crafting myself. I tend to be quite terrible at that. Okay. We do the last little pieces. Then we do double compressed. Actually, no, we don't. Not right now, at least. Put this back. We're gonna need a new compressed hammer in a second, which is fine. We have the iron to spare, I do suppose. Times like these that I'm like, it's a very expensive crafting recipe, but also like, we have so much iron. And I'm sure at some point that's gonna be annoying and I'm gonna be wishing I'd saved my iron. But right now, I want a new compressed hammer. So that's what I'm gonna do. I say I'm building all of this, but this is quite literally about to break. Yeah, I didn't figure it was gonna go through all of that. I guess I'll take this hammer, this one away for now. Get all of this. Hopefully you're all following and you're all doing quite wonderfully. This is just another day. We need 8 of these. I'm very happy that we get to finally get onto Tinker's Construct and learn about all of it. Okay, I guess I'll do it the slow way if I must. Okay, there we go. New compressed hammer. Just load it in. Now, am I making stacks and stacks of this when I could just make, 20? Yes, but have we learned nothing? Have we learned that we always need more than we think we need? So I might as well use that to my advantage right now. And just make all of the sand. Because we'll need it eventually. Okay, for now we're running out of space, so I guess I'll do it, in 2 moves. If I must. But yes, we're doing this because we want more gold, and then while this is going to be getting crushed, we're going through the machine, I'll be working with the gold I've got to make our casts. But yes, once we have our casts, we'll be able to make all of these materials into blocks and ingots. And then I think we should finally be able to pretty decently work on getting ourselves the tools. Because right now, I'm trying to think, but also do stuff at the same time. It's a little bit difficult. Right now, we're only looking to make blocks and ingots, but eventually we'll also be able to make ourselves some custom tools, and we can figure out the best configurations and the best materials to do so. But it'll be really cool because it'll unlock a whole new level for us, which is always nice. But first things first, we are just gonna have to get some more materials. And what better way to do that than making stacks and stacks of gold? Well, of sand and hopefully gold, and we'll get other stuff from it too. It's not only gonna make the gold, but it'll be nice. And then we should have a little back stock of materials. Sometimes in between videos, I'll also just run a couple stacks through the sieve to get ourselves some more materials, which is how we got a bunch of iron in between one of the videos a while ago, because we were low on iron, and then I spent hours just pushing it through. Always a good time. And there goes our next compressed hammer. Okay, maybe this is more expensive than I was prepared for it to be, because we're also about to have to do it with dirt, because sand is like the second to last step in this. So all that's left after that is dust, which we use to make clay. But so we have to break everything a million times. reach the chest right in between. I can. Okay, that's awesome. Okay, that works. There we go. And we just fill everything up again. Who would have thought? We just did this and now we're doing it again, which is also another reason why I tend to do stuff like this off camera sometimes, because it's just a lot of repeating steps. But you know what? It's good steps to repeat. There we go. Now we should have all of our dirt. And if we craft that into compressed dirt, we should be able to then have ourselves some compressed, well, just some regular sand, which I'll then turn into compressed sand and put it through our compressed sieve, which will be awesome and so very cool. But yeah, this is a very cool aspect of this whole mod pack, I think. It's a little bit tedious, I will admit. Which definitely in the earlier stages is not the most fun. To just constantly have to break and break the same block to get any materials. But at the same time, we are now at the stage where it can be partially automized. Like I could have put my cobblestone in here to get the gravel. It just, this point still takes a little bit of time because everything's slow. So I think that does definitely make it interesting. The ability to just keep, you know, making stuff a little bit easier as you get more and more developed. But for us right now, we're still doing it manually because I think it's just a little bit quicker that way. And we don't have enough electricity, and we don't have enough this, and we don't have enough that. It's just slow and steady sometimes. Let me just break this guy's first. And do the last stack. But yes, I've been enjoying this world. You know, it's a lot of new mods. I've never really worked with a mod like this where you have to, like I said, re-break the same block a million times. But it has been interesting to learn, and it's a very unique way, I think, of getting materials rather than just, you know, going out and grabbing my dirt. I have to think, oh, I have to break cobblestone. And definitely with the cobblestone generators, it's made a million times easier. I can't imagine having to go ahead and break a million blocks to get here. We're so close, but just too far. So I think the cobblestone generator is very nice in this way. How close were we? Is that like one block? Oh, please don't do that. I break this with my hand. No, but I can break it with a hammer. Well, not this. Okay. Honestly, we might as well just say no thanks. No thanks. Okay. Now we're ready to see the magic. I'm gonna have it do half of this automatically, half of it not automatically, and it'll be good. It'll be awesome. It'll get done before we even know it. Stack can go in there, and then we can get started on our own stack. Or I think I'll leave this, do it later, but we already got a gold piece. Look at that. We're gonna get some new materials as well, maybe, which is fun. We got uranium and prosperity shards. I believe we've had, okay, we've had both of these. That's good to know. But yes, that will get us some gold, and for now I'm just gonna leave this guy going automatically while we check in on this. So now our gold, as you can see, has smelted, and it's smelted enough for us to make the casts that we want to make, which is good because we want to make it. Okay, so we had some more in this chest. Furnace, at least. Perfect. Okay, I just need the one. Now we can put this guy here, and we can let the gold come out and make ourselves our casts. And now we should. Perfect. So these will now make any of our ores become blocks, and we have exactly 6 ingots in here. So let's pour them out. Now what I may do in the future is set up automation for all of this, where I have chests and hoppers underneath it, so instead of me having to open it all up, it does it by itself. But for now, that is doing the most. So for now, I'll just let them be. But yeah, it works. We'll see how our copper is gonna do, how much we get there. And essentially, we'll keep turning all of our stuff here into ores over there. I might make a separate chest with ores. I think that could be fun as well. But yeah, I think that worked rather well. I will say we might have gotten a little bit distracted from our goal of, you know, doing Tinker's Construct, but we had a good side quest, I think, getting all of the sand, because it's going to be important to us eventually, so I might as well have it now. We're getting some gold already. This guy's going to keep going, and I'll AFK for a little bit, maybe break some more sand down. We'll see. Does this hurt me? Okay, no. It might hurt me if I shift in there, but that's not an issue for now. And then yeah, we'll keep smelting stuff next video. But it's really cool when you get to see it like that. And I guess next video we'll see a couple layers of it, but we just got 12 blocks of copper from that. So I guess we'll work on that and all of the other fun modded stuff in here next time. But hopefully you enjoyed. Hopefully you learned a little bit more about Tinker's Construct or this whole blend of awesome mods. I'm learning every time I'm in this world, but I'm having a great time. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. If you did, feel free to like, comment, or subscribe. I do always appreciate all your support. And hopefully I'll see you again very, very soon in this world or the next. Alright, have a good one. Bye-bye!